Hey, welcome to this training, and in the next 30 minutes you're gonna learn the 3-step system professional ladies are using to build the body they desire so they can finally feel as confident in their skin as they are in their career and in their relationships. So if you're here today, I'm gonna assume that you're already a successful lady in most people's eyes. Yet, when it comes to being successful, there is always this association with looking good, and obviously dictated by society. And if you're here today, you have believed this specific situation, and you obviously don't feel like you where you need to be. When it comes to your identity, your body, your look, your health, does not match the successful woman that you're perceived as in your career, and sometimes even in your relationships. Why you allow yourself to gain this 10, 15, even 20 kilos sometimes is because you allow yourself to let the daily actions that you take in, like dictated by stress, by bad habits, by emotion, whether it comes from a dinner at work, whether it comes from a dinner with your loved one, whether or not you didn't have lunch because you were too stressed, whether or not you chose the wrong foods, even though you could have chose the right food, or whether you're drinking a little bit more than you should. Whatever the case might be, you allowed and you use food to medicate negative emotion or bad habits, as you have built this person that you see in the mirror, then obviously it does not reflect the person you feel inside. And it doesn't really matter what other people say. In your eyes, the identity you should have related to the person you are in your life is not where it needs to be, and you find yourself in this rut, wondering every single time you get a compliment whether or not this is come from a place of sincerity, whether or not your spouse or your boyfriend is telling you these things because he actually feel it, or it's just because he been nice to you, right? So you are in this place that every single time you need to give a speech or have a meeting, and maybe you are in a very good position at work or very high pressure position, you feel like people, they looking at you like this powerful person you are, yet they question why you let yourself go and you're kind of lost your identity when it comes to health. And of course, last but not least, you allow your daily stressor to age you quicker, right? You probably played this game before. You met somebody, you asked them, what do you think my age is? And they gave you an answer such as you're much older than what you are. You allow ache and pain to actually mess with your body. You allow the daily stressor you currently have to create low energy. You wake up and you need 5 coffees to just get you going, to arrive at the end of the day. And obviously you find yourself in this place that the shape you're currently in physiologically give you all these symptoms and feedback, such a person that even though you're in your mid-30s, you feel like you're on your 40s or 50s already. And of course, what you do to change this situation, or what you've done, you're going for quick fixes after quick fixes, right? You're going for the pills, you're going for the shake, you try to sign off for a EMS or one of those new things that you have available to you when it comes to fitness, such as the machine is doing the work for you. You might have done yoga, you might have done thousands of diets. And of course, I know that because I've been coaching hundreds and hundreds of women such as yourself. And the problem that all this thing is bringing you back to failing every single time and letting you in the hamster wheel. In a place of, even though you put your money, time and energy and you get promised the world, nothing really gives you the results you're looking for. Well, today you will learn how to build the body that you want, whether or not it looks like that or whether or not it's something slightly different. You're going to build the body image you love such that you can finally feel as confident in your skin as much as in the rest of the thing you're doing. Here is Lorna transformation, a woman only in her early 40s that now she looks like she's on her early 20s. As you can see here, she not only lost a bunch of weight, but she totally looked so different that people don't even recognize her. And you can see her comments here. It's been almost 20 years since I was this size of weight. Word cannot express how confident and happy I feel, especially with those numbers. And of course, that means that you're going to be able to wear whatever you want, feeling much younger than you are and being perceived as not only as a beautiful woman, but as a strong and confident woman matching your career and relationships. You're going to feel like compliments coming your ways are actually sincere because you feel so confident and good in your body. And ultimately, of course, you're going to stop feeling like the underachiever that you label yourself as, and you're going to have the credibility in front of anyone's eyes. Who am I and why you should even listen to me? My name is Jerry. I'm the owner of Execute Fitness, a platform and coaching system that was able to help 500 plus women change totally their body image and transforming their inner self such that they can not only feel confident in their skin, but they are able to control their shape every single day. And obviously, I'm not here to tell you about my accolades. Yes, I do have a degree, I have tons of certification, and I have 20 plus year experience in fitness. But why should you actually listen to me? It's because of my story. Yeah, being professional actually helps and give you credibility, but my story is actually why you should listen to me. Such as yourself, I had problem with my body image on an early age. I went from skinny to obese, and I allowed myself, my body image, to dictate every single time how I should feel in my life, how successful should I be. I really thought if I didn't have the body that I wanted, I wouldn't be able to date who I wanted to date. I thought that if I didn't look like an Instagram coaching trainer or whatever the case is, I wouldn't be credible in the eyes of the client, whether or not I was able to give tons of results like I did. And I allowed these feelings that I had inside, this emotion that I have inside, to allow to build bad habits, to build drinking habits, to build binge eating, and obviously falling into deep yo-yo dieting war that you see every single day, and obviously letting food medicate my negative emotions. So I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you feel every single day in your body, and I really feel like I can help you, such as helped so many ladies before today, yourself as well, because I'm able to not only know exactly what you should be doing, but know exactly from a point of the way you see life, right? The way you feel, and you're gonna apply the things that I'm telling you to do. I know exactly how to optimize it because I felt it myself. And in fact, here you have the proof. 500 plus lady before today was able to shift completely their visual look and inner self, and creating an identity beyond the woman that they need to become, such that they can maintain their results. And the amazing part is everything is being done pretty much online. As long as you can work out from the house or in the gym, depending where you are, especially right now in these crazy times, you're going to be able to build a sculpting body, an amazing body, yet you're going to be able to learn all the tools you need to learn to maintain these results. And why am I so sure that this is going to work for you as well? Because there are three main pedestals we need to assess and get deeper into and master that is going to give you the results. Your current identity is actually number one. You are facing the problem that you're facing today not because you don't have the strategy, and in fact you're going for the quick fix after quick fix because you don't assess the deeper problem. There is a deep issue inside of your life right now, whether it comes from your work, whether it comes from your relationship, whether it comes from your bad habits, that if you don't address, you're gonna keep using food to actually medicate negative emotion or to offer bad habits. And then of course you mindlessly not gonna realize that this is gonna be the problem. So it doesn't really matter what strategy you use, you're gonna fail if you don't understand the main issue here. When you do go deeper into the main issue, then yes, then you need a strategy, and we're gonna work together to actually build the body image you actually love, giving you a specific strategy for yourself when it comes to fitness and training and when it comes to food. And of course, last but not least, we need to reconquer your identity. There was an identity once in your life that got you to be the woman that you are and got you to really be impeccable with everything you do in your life, with the choices you're making on a daily basis, such that you are productive, such that you are in control of everything, yet you allow in balance that you have in your life to put all the efforts in one thing, neglecting your health and losing your identity. You need to reconquer this identity that is going to give you the ability to be that woman again, and specifically to maintain it. So going to pillar number one, usually you failing because you allow yourself to listen to your thoughts. Okay, I know this is bad, I'll do it one last time. What you allow yourself to believe dictate every single day the life you having in the future, right? How many times have you said that, right? This is just going to be a business meeting, let's get a glass of wine or whatever the case is. And this is the dinner. I never see my loved one. I need to go out with him, so I'm just gonna hit whatever you want instead of making a wiser choice. And obviously, it's not the diet's fault. The diets always fail for psychological reason, but this is not the diet's fault. It's because you allow yourself to believe that there is one trajectory, right? There is one diet for you, there is one workout for you, and if you are able to do that, you're going to get results. And this is why you keep failing, because you don't assess the trajectory, the psychological trajectory in your life, right? All these things that you say to yourself all the time: I don't have time, I'm stressed, my body's not reacting quick enough, I'm going to need to go to vacation, so I'm going to shut everything off in my brain and I'm going to do whatever I want. So you don't realize that all these things that you allow yourself to do overrule the good things you do into your life. Okay, so you probably can relate, right? Like if you're if you're a professional woman, you find yourself in this problem all the time. You have to drink or eat your problems away, whether or not it was stress from the job, whether or not you had a conversation with your boss or with your loved one. You allow yourself to use food or alcohol to medicate your negative emotion. You allow yourself to feel crappy, and then you allow food to give you that dopamine hit for 5 minutes, and you're gonna feel good in that moment, and you feel like that's gonna change something into your outcome. Yet you change something only for about 10 minutes because then you feel bad, right? And then of course you go in for the strategy and you realize that the strategy doesn't work, and then you feel like it's not working because I don't know something about my metabolism. My metabolism, my genetic is the issue, right? Or you feel like it's not working because this is not, keto is not the right diet for me. Totally neglecting that you're using this strategy. You want to band-aid a problem, putting a band-aid on your knee instead of going to the deep root of why you're having knee pain, right? This is just an analogy, but you probably understand what I'm talking about. 20% is only the strategy, okay? 80% is what you should be working on that you never do when it comes to health. You probably do that in your other aspects of your life. Daily routines, rituals, daily work, leadership, growing from pain. You didn't get where you are in life just by failing once and letting everything go. So this is how we got so many people to change. And Lick is one excellent example of a successful businesswoman that in 13 weeks she was able to totally change her visual and obviously changing the way she feels right now. She feels much more energetic. She feels such as, she has a different body. And obviously she was able to build those routines that she needs to maintain it. Pedestal number 2, building the body image you actually love. I'm not gonna go into deep in this specific video because really going into depth, it would really take away a lot from the messaging you need to get here. Okay, so there is not one workout that you're gonna need. There is not one specific class that you're gonna need. You're probably gonna need something such as weight training to build the muscle that you need to build, and you're going to need to learn the right type of cardio and movement that you need to do on a daily basis, just that you can get rid of the extra fat you have in your body. Okay, so you need to tone your body. And again, we will go deeper in other videos, but not in this one, on specifically how to build that specific body. Okay, if your body doesn't look like anywhere you see in this particular slide right now, there is work you need to do, and you need to work how you need to learn a workout as a skill. And stop looking at what is the best exercise for my abs, or what is the best exercise I need to do such that I can have the glutes that I want, okay? Or what exercise burn more fat. You need to stop looking at those things, and you need to building workout as a skill, okay? And you're gonna need to build nutrition as a lifestyle to be able to define and sculpt your body. You're gonna need to learn about healthy food, okay? You're gonna need to learn about portion sizes. You're gonna need to learn about calories. You're gonna need to learn about circadian rhythms. You're gonna need to learn about what is best to eat when in the day. You're gonna need to learn that your body reacts in months and in weeks and not in days. So if you still have that pizza, you can still do some modification the day after and still have whatever you want. And the goal is to really create a lifestyle such that you can enjoy time with your loved ones, such that you can enjoy that dinner at work or that meeting that you have to have, and still while you're traveling, for example, you're able to make the modification and skills you need to get long-term results without having to rely on a diet, without having to cut off food, and without feeling like you are in that place that you need to say to everybody, oh no, I cannot eat this because I'm actually dieting. Okay, you need to understand how the nutrition works, and you need to understand how your metabolism works. So you need to stop looking at the scale all the time, and you need to stop being so reactive about weight, and you need to start learning about where are you now and where do you need to go when it comes to your metabolism, how your metabolism works and changes, and there is a switch that you need to learn how to modify every single time. You need to learn how to start assessing facts. Okay, you see here a very different picture from left and right, yet you need to learn how that weight doesn't really matter at times. It's just about getting facts, and how about taking a protocol that you're using for a period of time, and then you need to modify that according to your body needs and reaction and feedbacks, okay? And of course, like I said before, seeing health as a skills that you must improve on is exactly what you need to do. This is a skill, going on an ice skating or like dancing or playing music. You see health as a skill that every single time you fail or you fall down or you have this instrument that you cannot play so well, you're going to be able to improve on instead of taking the instrument and throwing it away. Can you imagine like ice skating, failing one time and then taking the ice skate and throwing them so far as you can and feeling like you're a failure? Like most of the time you see in health, like most of the diets you try and you fail and you feel like the diet's fault. Most of the times you take in any protocol in fitness, any exercise, and you get bored and you quit, right? So if fitness is a skill and health is a skill that you must build over time, how come every single time you try something you fail and you quit? You're gonna need to, in pedestal number 2, learn everything you need to learn, and I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna get much faster results than you think, that's for sure. Yet you're going to need to learn how to see this thing as something that you can keep in your life. Otherwise, you might just well not even starting, because you're going to be obviously losing, okay? You're gonna waste your time. How do you get to that? Is that we have several software to be able to see exactly what you do on a daily basis. We have feedback, we have calls we're gonna jump into, and there are specific tools that you need to access in our program that is gonna tell you exactly how to make this thing easier, okay, for you, easier. And of course, when we move on pillar number 3, it's about reconquering your identity, okay? There is a woman inside of you that it doesn't reflect what you have outside, and you need to reforge this identity, because as the woman you're perceived as an identity, yet you're gonna realize that it's much harder than you think in the beginning, because you're going in this game of motivation, okay? Motivation, you allow yourself when it comes to health to believe in motivation, and you see 2 or 3 kilo going down, and then as a result stops for a second, you're gonna feel like motivation is very fleeting, it's gonna go away. Instead, what I want you to do and what I'm gonna teach you to do in this pillar is how to build habits such that in the beginning it's actually hard, but when you build those, you're going to be able to maintain those much better, and this is gonna be the core foundation of your success. You're gonna be able to build routine, habits, and ritual such that you can become that woman in anything else you do in your life, as well in health, okay? And of course, you're gonna learn how to plan, you're gonna learn how to execute on a plan, you're gonna maximize your workload, and you're going to be able to do that as a group. You're gonna see other people succeeding, other people struggling with your same problem initially, and then coming out on top, like you see here, real changes. If you can imagine 500 ladies changing over time, is something that obviously is a pattern, is something that is actually working so well that I was able to really shift the foundation when it comes to coaching, when it comes to be able to give you the results and maintain the results as you want. We're gonna go work on your vision and on your purpose, because without that you're not gonna do what it needs to be done for a long period of time to actually be able to build habits like you see here, okay? You're gonna need to learn how to go from your comfort zone to your fear zone and obviously to your growth zone every single day. You're gonna do it once, you're gonna feel like so ecstatic about it, and then you're gonna want to go back into the comfort zone. You're going to learn from the bat in the program how to do that every single day. So what I want to ask you right now, what is the cost of you not committing or not taking action? How much money, time, and energy, but specifically the emotional cost today, in your life, how is that impacting the way you feel, right? You probably can afford everything you see in here. Like you can afford to go out whenever you want, you can have the latest phone, you can have whatever bag you want, and you have a very good place in life. Yet when it comes to health, you always decide to put things on the shelf, you always decide to go on the quick fix. And obviously, I'm not gonna lie to you. We give real results, real life changes, but I really want people to commit. And I used to take everybody on, right? And right now, I'm very selective who I take on and who I work with, because you need to understand that changing your health as a cost, as a financial cost, as it has a energy cost and time cost. And obviously what I want you to understand that the financial cost is only the small part, okay? You need to be able to get the results, and the results unfortunately come from the work that you're willing to do, and it comes from the amount of effort, intent, and discipline that you're going to allow yourself to do on a daily basis. Okay, so the question is, number one, how is being where you are today affecting your life, and are you really ready to change? Because if you are and you're committed, then this is actually for you. And like I said before, I'm pretty selective, and what it means that I'm looking for dream clients only. Okay, so the dream client means that they need to be done with the quick fixes. They need to stop looking at the gimmick. They need to be in that place of really wanting to change and be able to do the work like everything else they do in their life. They need to stop being questioning whether or not something is going to work. They need to be able to take action and need to be able to follow direction, and specifically need to be done with this idea of thinking that you're going to fail. Okay, life is a failure. You're gonna fall down. The difference of the person that actually get until the end or not is the person that get up, dust herself off, and move forward. Because if you fell forward with other people on the same journey as yourself, you're gonna actually get the results. So it doesn't matter the experience you have. Have you tried thousands of diets and failed, and you're finally done, and you had enough, and you want to move forward, or you're new and you just stumble into this and you're ready to actually change? In that case, you probably gain results even faster. You will be a good fit for this. Okay, I don't want excuse maker. I don't want people that are maybe ready, they're not sure. I don't want people that want to check out what the price is, whether and obviously that being the driving force of whether or not you're gonna do something. I don't want the person that is that has tons of things going on in your life, because obviously you probably are somewhat in that specific place, but if you are in a place that you have zero time for your own health, chances are you probably want to allocate time to fix the things that you are right now, and then you can probably come back later on. So with this being said, if you're an action taker, if you're ready to change your identity and be finally confident in your skin, and you are ready to move forward, then this is for you. And I want to encourage you right now to take this free no obligation strategy session with me, and obviously jump into this month's 10 spots that we have. And 10 spots means that we work only with specific group. It's because I want to be able to exclusively give you attention and give you sustainable results and get you everything you need to shift your identity and to maintain the results that you have. And obviously I couldn't do that if I serve everybody. Okay, so in the past I serve a lot more people, yet now I want to work with a selective few and give them the results that they deserve and they obviously paying for. I want your money, your time and energy to go towards something that is going to be useful for you, and I want to be able to give you the results that you saw before, in less time as possible, and by average usually we're talking about 90 days. Okay, Jerry here, I talk to you soon, looking forward to coach you.